Happy anniversary to all of my soldiers in success. That is right, you've guessed it. This is our first year anniversary of the Be Bankable Business Podcast. So I would like to present to you my 2022 wrap from Spotify. So let's get ready to go ahead and dive right on in and see what's been going down right here at the Be Bankable Business Podcast with your host and your money coach, Miss Kalisha, CEO and founder of Miss Tax Lady LLC, licensed Michigan real estate agent, notary, and paralegal. So in 2022, it says I did my thing, and guess what? It also tells me that you, that's right, you, my soldiers in success, you have loved all of our fabulous content right here from the Be Bankable Business Podcast with Miss Kalisha. It has been my pleasure to bring you over 562 minutes of new content and more than 84% of any of the other creators in the business category right here at the Be Bankable Business Podcast. That's because we're not afraid to talk about money here. And I know you can't hear Spotify clapping for me right now, but guess what? I can hear you and you can hear me celebrating you. That's right, because I appreciate you, I value you, and I honor you. So if you'd like to know what our number one podcast episode was for 2022, here's a look at the top 3. It's going to go ahead and give you the number one podcast episode, which was why condos are important as a part of your home search. And guess what? It was one of the best podcast episodes I've ever recorded. It had over 121 more % of streams than any of our other episodes. And if you like a copy of that, make sure you text me or let me know. And outside of that, our podcast loves to travel. Although we are based out of the United States, we are reaching people all over the globe. We have listeners from India, Australia, Africa, and beyond. And I am so pleased and so proud that my voice is resonating with all of you. Because what I also know is that like minds attract like minds. It is the attraction or the law of attraction that actually makes this happen. So although we are in the US, and of course it is our top number one country, we still have far more listeners around the globe, and we've had more than 71% more listeners compared to my average first week, the week of January 30th and February 5th of 2022. That is amazing. That's like just a month out from the beginning of our podcast. So what are my listeners like exactly? I mean, what are you like? Well, I already know, but let me just tell you what Spotify thinks that you are, and it is so true because I already know this, which is why I give you all the array of content that I do. You all are very adventurous, just like myself. We are rebels. We are the rebel with the cause. We love to see the underdog come through. We are always pulling for the little guy. We are always rooting for the other person to succeed, no matter what that means for us, because we believe that we can all achieve our goals. We can all collectively reach the place that we're trying to go if we do it together. So we've released more than 17 video episodes this year. It says I look great. I don't know about that, but that's what Spotify says, so I'll roll with it. And not only did we do 17 videos, but we've created some Q&As. We've also done some other polls. And what I will tell you is the engagement has been very low or slightly low, but I'm going to encourage you to make sure you take advantage of those polls and those questionnaires. I love to hear from you, right? And you and I also have something very, very special and in common. You know what that is? You think that I'm the number one podcast. So there's people out there that call us the top 5. For some people, we are the top 1. Guess what? We're just pleased to be here and pleased to share all of our content with you right here at the Be Bankable Business Podcast. And I'm so grateful and so humbled and so honored that you would take the time out of your day to come in and tune into our radio show, our blog, things like that, to listen to us talk about money so that we can teach you how to drown out the money blocks, whether we're talking about real estate, whether we're talking about insurance, whether we're talking about taxes, whether we're talking about starting a business or turning a hobby into a business. I'm just so happy and so pleased that we have a platform here that we can use to share all of this bankable content with you. So again, I'd love for you to give yourself a round of applause.